Okay, we are recording officially live and on the air. We had some technical difficulties, so we thank you all for staying with us, and we appreciate you letting us know where you're tuning in from. I'm Meredith Allen, and you're watching The Meredith Show. Today, we have a very special guest, sure to inspire you. We have the CEO from Desert Diamond Industries joining us. And Nicholas, you are Italian, and we have been joking a little bit about your last name. How does one who is Italian properly pronounce your last name?
Mione.
Mione. That's right. Okay. Well, thank you so much for being on the Meredith Show. If you're just tuning in for the first time, we always invite those that we find most inspiring who have a phenomenal story. So your beginnings, I think, first of all, are very fascinating. Nick, you have a very large family. How many siblings do you have?
2 brothers and 2 sisters. Older brother, I'm the second oldest of 5.
Wow. Okay. So growing up with a family of 5, did you ever plan to have your own company, or did you fall into it, would you say?
No, as you know, being the youngest, we always did things to generate income. We never had allowances, and we always had expeditions or activities we wanted to do: fishing, motorcycles, remote control cars, and that's very expensive for all that equipment. So we had to make money. So we did various things growing up, and never figured it would be a major business that could possibly change the world. But that, that kind of grows on you as, when you get into business, the opportunities start proposing themselves. But as a kid of 5, I kind of knew I'd be involved in something. My grandfather was an old numbers runner back in Jersey. He was a bookie and never worked a day of his life in any regular job. Always ran odds and ends businesses, vending machines, things like that.
So would you say that hustling then runs in the family, because you started at a very young age being an entrepreneur?
That's exactly the word I would use. It's been in my family as I guess a lineage, you could call it.
So it was almost your calling, but tell us a little bit about your beginnings, because I thought it was extraordinary how you started making money as a child.
So I think the first thing I ever did that I remember, it was I bet it was 4th or 5th grade. We started buying candy from the Smart and Final here in Las Vegas. My mom taught me how to keep track and accounting on the money side, and she taught us how to build the sales out. And we wouldn't even go to school with books. We didn't have books in our backpacks. We'd have bags full of candy in our bags. And at one point, we were selling so much candy that the little candy stores that they have on school for break weren't selling any candy, because the first thing in the morning, kids would spend all their money with us, and we'd have pockets full of money and change during school with no books, and the teachers asked us where we got all the money from. So that was the first business that we ever ran, and it was
No, I was just going to say, I mean, that right there is sort of perhaps how you get the bug, when you recognize that you can bring in funds from hustling, trying different things. It's almost addictive. Many entrepreneurs sort of start out that way. So tell me a little bit about how you fell into the blade industry. You had a phenomenal career in sales. You've worked in construction. And I think a fun fact about you is you graduated from high school pretty early.
Yeah, I finished school about a year early. Was attending ATTC, Area Technical Trade Center here in Nevada, for carpentry, and just didn't want to be in school. I wanted to be out making money and building and doing. I'm not an academic, so to speak, in that sense. More of a doer as opposed to a learner in books. I like to learn kinesthetically. So from ATTC, I graduated, finished early, and went into carpentry with Nick Brothers, and was running a crew by the age of 18 in Las Vegas, building homes out at Seven Hills, one of the premier developments here in Nevada or in Las Vegas. And the summers were just so rough out here, 115 degrees. You're on a concrete slab all day, and it's even hotter. It's 10 degrees hotter on those concrete slabs. So I didn't want to do that. I knew I didn't want to do that my entire life. I wanted to be free and have time So I left that and got into blade sales with another company, one of our competitors here in Las Vegas. And from there, became one of the top producers in the office, was training sales reps and basically bringing everybody. My brother was the manager of that company, and he brought me on. He pretty much taught me a lot about the blade industry and then turned over a lot of the training to me for the sales guys. And we took that company to $5 million. I think that was the peak that they've ever done. I don't remember us ever doing more than that 2004 year. And developed the entire water distribution division, the government agency division. We developed. I designed the first marketing program and the first sales presentation and campaign for the underground industry going after water departments for a blade for cutting ductile iron. It was called the Ductile Demon. Back then, I didn't really know what I was doing. I was just good at it. It wasn't I'm trying to build this business. It's just I wanted to do it. I wanted to go after something that nobody else was doing. It was exciting. It was new. It wasn't the same stuff. And that's my thing is I like to do things that haven't been done before. I like to always reach outside my comfort zone, go to a limit that nobody else has ever gone to, and learn new stuff. And that's what got me here. Yeah.
Well, speaking of here, diamonds aren't just a girl's best friend, and many people don't know what a diamond blade is. So let's start there. Your company. Go ahead.
You're asking what is a diamond blade?
Yes, people need to know at home.
So a diamond blade is it's a super abrasive product where they utilize industrial grade diamonds, industrial strength, not cubic zirconia or any of the natural diamonds, but very low quality as far as clarity and whatnot, but still the same strength and hardness. And they are very effective at cutting almost anything with the right makeup and the right structure, the way they're put together. And there's a couple of different types. We specialize in a super abrasive compound called vacuum brazing that is very effective for all types of metals and any ferrous or non-ferrous alloy. So any angle iron or steel or ductile iron, concrete, brick, stone, block. And it's probably in my opinion, the best. What we provide is the best product on the market. It is the safest product on the market.
I'm going to stop you right there. For those who are just tuning in, we are talking to the CEO of Desert Diamond Industries. And one thing that many people may not understand is that not all blades are the same. And the motto of the Desert Diamond Industries is your safety is our priority, because you literally save lives. And for those who don't understand the purpose of these blades, when you mention cutting, firemen need a blade that works quickly if they're rescuing somebody in a car crash. And you know firsthand the dangers of working with a blade that is not safe. Tell us a little bit about your experience. You've gotten hurt on the job before.
Yeah, I've had blades explode on me, abrasive blades in particular. I've seen diamond blades shear off every single segment. 48-inch diameter blades, very large blades run on very large saws, and every single segment had broken off of them. That is just improper operation. But with abrasive blades specifically, you could be doing everything correctly, and those blades just literally explode. They shred everything. It's like a grenade going off. And not to mention, when you're using an abrasive blade, which is a most common product on the market for fire departments, water departments, pretty much anybody doing any kind of steel cutting. And when you're cutting in the industry, they catch your clothes on fire, your pant legs get caught on fire. I would go through a pair of pants a week. You get burns on your legs. You're inhaling a particulate, a very fine silicon carbide fiber that has the same carcinogenic properties as asbestos. Based on the Journal of Occupational Medicine and the Journal of Epidemiology, they've proven a direct link in the increase of stomach cancer and lung cancer in workers working with silicon carbide and aluminum oxide compounds, making and using these blades, causing cancer, bronchial hyperreactivity, pneumoniosis, black lung, basically emphysema, asthma, cystic fibrosis, and it's a very big issue in the industry that nobody's really aware of until somebody starts really beating that drum. And we're that drum. We've begun that battle cry for the last 8 years now.
Well, here's what I think people at home should know. Not only are not all blades the same, but your company is truly a trailblazer because you're trying to save lives and not just grow your business, but literally change the industry, because safety is not always the priority as it should be with many people using these blades. Tell us a little bit about how big this industry is and the impact you hope to make. I understand you have a nonprofit you'd like to fund as well coming up soon.
Yeah. The first of all, the industry is a multi-billion-dollar a year industry. Abrasive blades are used by every company and almost every homeowner in the world, and the applications are endless for every whether it's a ductile iron or cast iron foundry, a steel foundry, shipyards, mechanical contractors, underground excavators. Pretty much everybody out there is using this tooling. The problem with that is the education side of it, getting a tool like this into the market where we're such a small fish in such a large pond, and really the main aspect is the educational side. So with the nonprofit, we hope to be able to educate as many people as possible from welding schools, whether they're high school programs like ATTC that I attended, or college programs, and all the way to the pipe fitter, boiler makers, and iron worker union training centers that train all the welders that work, the casinos in Las Vegas, or that build the ships, or the fast attack submarines, or any of the defense contractors. But the nonprofit that we are forming is the Broken Blade Foundation, and what will happen with the foundation is a portion of every blade that we sell will go to fund the nonprofit foundation, and those funds will then be used to help individuals that were injured by an abrasive blade exploding or a diamond blade exploding, whether they have medical expenses or legal expenses if they have to go after an abrasive blade company, something to that effect. And in addition to that, to be able to also provide products to underprivileged companies, fire departments, and even countries, South America, other countries where they have major natural disasters, where they have to cut brick and stone and concrete. They need a lot of supplies in those areas when those things occur. So Desert Diamond Industries is the first and wants to be the most powerful change agent of change in this area relating to these products.
Well, I have to say, on so many levels, you are truly inspiring. First of all, you are the American dream. You worked hard, you learned your industry, and now you have a growing multi-million-dollar business that is not only saving lives, but helping people every day. And you are truly, genuinely dedicated to educating the public about the importance of being safer, and that safety is the top priority, obviously. And it's absolutely awesome to think that you're going to move into this nonprofit sector so that you can help people there. We are running a little low on time, but thank you, Elizabeth, for joining us. Where people are tuning in from all over. And before we end, I'd really like you to share what inspires you, because you have unbelievable drive. You have this wonderful, we haven't even talked about your success in the athletic realm. You're very ambitious and you love the outdoors and try and keep fit. And you spend a lot of time improving yourself, which many people don't take a lot of time doing. So what inspires you? Because the show is all about sharing the love for what you do. And hopefully people at home would be inspired to be safer, maybe run down a dream. So share with the viewers as we close out what inspires you.
So a few things that inspire me are the human spirit and the drive that everybody has to create anything that they want. And that sounds kind of, I guess, common. A lot, you hear that everywhere, to be able to do anything. But it's so profound when you actually when people start actually applying their abilities to do things. And especially coming from where I came from, with a background that I have in very little with business, to be able to create ideas. And that's what it comes down to, is the idea. Once you have an idea, the modus operandi, the mechanics are built into the idea. All you have to do is come up with the idea and move forward and believe that you can create this idea, and things actually start unfolding to bring around you the resources, the people, the trainings, the education, the books. It's not that you're going to sit and pray and meditate and have an idea and hopefully a bag of money will drop out of the sky. You're going to receive in the form of whatever step you need to take, and to take that type of action. So personal development is a very big thing for me. Self-education, constantly learning and becoming better, and to really be able to help people, change the world, to work in any industry that we work in, to do things that are going to help, that are going to leave less of a footprint on the planet, less of a carbon footprint on the planet. One of the big things with the abrasive blades is they're so dirty and they're so dangerous. Every blade, every pound of abrasive blade material that is made and used is 100% garbage, and it goes to fill landfills, where on the other hand, every diamond blade that we make is 100% recyclable and can be reused again. So it's a phenomenal program. It's a phenomenal project to really push forward, and it makes me really happy to be able to do something that is not only going to benefit me, but it's going to benefit everybody that comes after me, a legacy that I can leave behind.
Well, as we finish out our discussion, there is no doubt what you're doing is not only saving lives, but truly inspirational. I think you are the American dream. What's your vision now for the future? Because you're a big company and you're successful. You're growing your sales team. You're growing your marketing to get the message out. Where do you hope to be next year this time?
Well, we have a lot on our plate. We've been invited to speak at some very large associations, to some very, very large organizations and companies in relation to safety. I don't want to really put too much out there right now, obviously.
That's right. We want people to tune in the future, and also log on to desertdiamondindustries.com for more information.
Right.
And we have a channel coming up, Safe Cut TV, where you can get lots of safety tips and updates. So you're right, we won't give it away, but go ahead. You're growing, right?
There's a tremendous amount of, we're doing a tremendous amount of videos. There's going to be a lot of stuff we're putting out, a lot of material, a lot of content, a lot of research is being done. We've uncovered some amazing information in the industry that it's ground shattering, things that we have on our plate that people's jaws are going to drop when this stuff that we're doing starts taking over and really starts catching on in all areas. It's a definite game changer. It's a definite Tesla and SpaceX type of direction. So I really hope everybody keeps tuning in, and we'll give you more as we go along, and work with us, help us spread the word, pass around information, send the videos out that we send out. If you need any information on specifics in relation to abrasive blade injuries or diamond blade injuries, we're the foremost leader in research in this area, so we can help provide that. If you'd like us to come on site and do trainings, we train a lot of our clients in the proper use of handheld tools and safety, basics. What is a diamond blade? How do you use a diamond blade? What are the applications? And we'll be more than glad to come on site and in any way, shape, or form that we can and help out.
Well, thank you to everybody giving props. You're getting tons of props, more than 70 claps you'll see in the corner of the screen. People are tuning in from all over the country, so I want to thank everybody who's tuned in today. And for more information and all the updates, there is a lot of ways you can connect with us. Desert Diamond Industries is on Twitter, and desertdiamondindustries.com is a great resource for so much. You can see our products and services. And Nick, I hope to have you back on the show soon, because there's a lot to talk about, and there are many things coming up that we don't want to share today, but we're looking forward to announcing big things coming up in the future. And thank you for sharing your story.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me. I greatly appreciate it.
Well, for those of you who've tuned in, thank you so much. We are The goal is to ban abrasive blades, and you're watching the Meredith Show. We're the inspiration station for you. If you have a story or a comment that you'd like to reach me with, you can reach me at meredith@themeredithshow.com, and Nick is available for more information. I'll get you in touch. So again, it's meredith@themeredithshow.com, and for more on Desert Diamond Industries, be sure to log on to the website, desertdiamondindustries.com. Thanks so much for watching, and remember, if you know somebody who's doing something inspirational, don't keep it to yourself. Share the love. Reach out and let us know. We know that many people are doing things amazing, but we hope you won't keep it to yourselves. Thanks so much, Nick. Thank you for joining us from Desert Diamond Industries. Have a great day.
Thank you.